APH presents a homegrown DVD, The Lighting Guide Kit. As the video begins, the viewer sees a still shot of APH, then a quick succession of different types of lights and lamps, including the Lighting Guide Kit. With so many lights on the market, how does the consumer know which one to use? Fluorescent lights? Incandescent? Halogen? Full spectrum lights? How does one choose? With no pun intended, this DVD will help shed some light on the subject, as Lighting Guide Kit developer Elaine, Kitchel, and other users talk about lighting and the Lighting Guide Kit, and we watch as they use the Better Vision lamp for various tasks throughout their day. The viewer watches Elaine as she speaks, with photos inserted of the lighting situations she describes.
The Lighting Guide Kit consists of 2 items, the Better Vision lamp and a book called What Teachers of Students with Visual Impairments Need to Know About Lighting. It's a long title, but it describes accurately what the book is about. The lamp also comes with a spare bulb. Those items all together make the Lighting Guide Kit. The reason that we developed the Better Vision lamp was because we suspected for many years, and there was some research to indicate, that the kind of lighting that our students were typically using was not the best kind of lighting for them. Our students were suffering from things like eye strain, fatigue, headaches, and we thought that there might be some better choices out there. So we developed the Better Vision lamp in order to make a better lighting environment for students who have visual impairments.
The video now alternates between Elaine and slides of the information she describes.
Well, when we decided that we wanted to provide a lamp for students who had low vision, we knew that we needed to have research to tell us what sort of features we needed to include in the lamp. One of the prime pieces of research that we did and that we found from other researchers was that typically the kinds of lamps that are used in schools put out way too much blue light. And this causes a student's eye, anyone's eye really, to work 2 quadrillion times harder than it does in red or green light. So our challenge was to eliminate the blue light and to also consider some other factors like fatigue and glare to provide our students with the kind of lamp that would really help them work longer in the lighting environment and to work more efficiently.
Did I hear Elaine correctly? She said typically the kinds of lamps that are used in schools put out way too much blue light, and this causes our eyes to work 2 quadrillion times harder than they do in red or green light. I want to know more about that and eye fatigue. Let's listen to what college student Justine Spencer has to say about eye fatigue and using the Better Vision lamp. The viewer watches Justine as she speaks.
What I like about the Better Vision lamp is the fact that it provides efficient lighting for me to see reading materials, and it's a really bright lamp, and it's easy for me to use my dome magnifier to read, and I have a lot of eye fatigue, and when I use the lamp it's easier to read because it's so bright, and I don't have as much eye fatigue when I use it.
And teacher of the visually impaired, Kenny Jones, also talks about eye fatigue and the Better Vision lamp. The viewer watches Kenny as he speaks.
Well, besides the immediate effect of the Better Vision lamp assisting me in seeing the task at hand, throughout the day, as the day wears on, of course, eyes sometimes tire. I found that through using the Better Vision lamp that my eyes fatigue less, and there's less that I am able to do more throughout the day than before using the Better Vision lamp.
Besides reducing eye fatigue, Elaine and other users of the Lighting Guide Kit talk about some of the benefits of using the Better Vision lamp. The viewer watches each individual as she speaks. Elaine Kitchel.
One of the benefits of using the Better Vision lamp is that most people who use it can use it for longer and work more efficiently under it than they can under a a tube of another kind, like a cool white fluorescent or a daylight fluorescent. There's about a 3 times length or duration of time that they can work efficiently. And so if you're worried about productivity, for instance, or how long the student can function under a light to take a test, that would be an important thing to consider.
Next, consumer and parent Maria Jones.
Well, the first thing that I thought when actually getting the opportunity to use the lamp was how much it would benefit other members of my family, my children with their homework especially, and I was just really looking forward to all the different types of uses that we could use the lamp for.
College student Justine.
Another benefit of the lamp is that I can adjust it for different workspaces, and when I use my dome magnifier, I can adjust the gooseneck of the lamp and move it to where I can see the page better.
Okay, we've now learned about some of the benefits of using the Better Vision lamp. But here again to shed some more light on the lighting question is Lighting Guide Kit developer Elaine Kitchel. As she talks, the viewer sees Elaine speaking. Images of the lighting code and the light spectrum from the Lighting Guide Kit guidebook also appear on the screen.
What I would like teachers of students with visual impairments to know about lighting is that the kind of lighting that they're currently using in their classroom is probably not the right kind of lighting. There's a big push on right now to incorporate daylight lamps or full spectrum lamps or cool white lamps. And when I say lamps, I mean any size or shape of light bulb or tube. But what we know is that usually those lamps, daylight, cool white, and full spectrum, are not really what is needed by students with visual impairments and students with typical vision as well. What we do know is that they need light that falls into the red and green parts of the lighting spectrum. So what a teacher of a student with a visual impairment can do is to learn to read the code on a light bulb or tube in order to determine what part of the lighting spectrum that particular light falls into, and then to be able to know whether or not it's actually harming or helping the student who's using it. I'm now going to teach you how to read the code on a light bulb or lighting tube. On any tube, you will find now near the base, which is the metal part, you'll find that there's a long string of numbers and letters, and it'll say something like F40/72/RS/27. And what that is the first number tells you, the F tells you if it's fluorescent, that's what the F stands for, gives you the wattage, gives you the length of the tube, in this case 72, gives you the diameter of the tube, which is T12, and gives you RS, which is rapid start. But you don't care about any of that. You care about the very last number, which in this case is 27. Now, what this means is it is telling you the color of the lamp. Okay, any number below 35 is good because it's either in the green or red part of the spectrum, which we know is the friendly part to our bodies and our eyes. So anytime you look at the code on a tube or a bulb, you want the number that's there to be less than 35. So you also want to look out for some letters, and these will appear at the end of the code as well. Those letters are CW, that stands for cool white, D, which stands for daylight, FS, which stands for full spectrum, or DX, which stands for daylight deluxe, which is like a double dose of blue light. If, on the other hand, the code says WW, that means warm white, or it might say WX, which means warm white deluxe, which means it's going to appear very pink when you turn it on. But for some people, that's a really good thing. So you want to look for numbers 35 or below, with a WW or a WX in the code.
Thanks, Elaine. That's great information about how to read the lighting code. For those of you who are wondering about the lighting code on the Better Vision lamp, it is 27 FML 2700. The 27 means 27 watts. FML means fluorescent modular lamp. And 2700 means 2700 Kelvin temperature, which is pink. Now we're going to hear more about the various uses of the Better Vision lamp. As each user of the lamp speaks, the viewer sees them engaging in the activities they describe. Maria Jones.
I've used the Better Vision lamp for a number of tasks here at home. I've used it to read newspaper articles, to read magazine articles, correspondence. I've used it to, my son's birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and I used it to write out his invitations and his thank you cards, and it just really works so much better than regular lighting sources that I've used.
10-year-old student Alicia Jones also talks about using the lamp.
I like to use the lamp for doing homework, mainly math and social studies for charts and maps, and I also like to use it for reading, to do my reading logs.
Here's Kenny Jones. Kenny and Maria Jones sit on the sofa together in their home as Kenny speaks.
The Better Vision lamp enables me to do a number of tasks around the home. I'm the one that typically goes through the mail, fills out any forms that need to be completed, such as the census that had to be filled out, pays the bills, those sorts of things. The Better Vision lamp enables me to do those tasks much more efficiently. The image is much sharper than the traditional lamp that I use, just a lamp with incandescent lighting. So the image just sort of jumps out on the page. So the Better Vision lamp enables me to do those writing and reading tasks much more efficiently.
And Justine again.
I have an eye condition called Stargardt's, and that's where I only have peripheral vision. I have no central vision. So that means it's hard for me to see any small print, and it's hard for me to see far away or any detail at all because I don't have any central vision. And I also have a lot of eye fatigue because I'm only using my peripheral vision. Different tasks that I've used the Better Vision lamp for is reading magazines or looking at pictures and photo albums, and I've used it to make out lists where I write out tasks that I need to do for the day or grocery list. And I actually used it when I was using my computer and looking at different reading materials.
Now more from Kenny, at work at the Kentucky School for the Blind.
The Better Vision lamp enables me to perform a number of tasks more efficiently. For instance, when I have to read things that are small, such as a book of eye terminologies that's written using small print, and being able to read doctors' forms that's often more difficult to describe, to be able to look at my map and to pick out counties of the various special cooperatives that we serve here. The Better Vision lamp, without any type of magnification, enables me to do that much more efficiently.
One more time, here's Elaine Kitchel as she works on making jewelry and hooking a rug.
I'm a person with low vision, and I have a Better Vision lamp, and I use it both at work and at home. At work, I use it mainly for reading. But at home, I have one next to my easy chair, and I sit there and I do rug hooking. I may string some beads, I may do some other kind of jewelry, or I might even crochet or knit. So I use it for a lot of things, and it really helps me do things I like to do longer. And so for that reason, I really love my Better Vision lamp.
Kenny Jones.
Upon first seeing the better vision lamp and turning it on and looking at the light without anything placed under it, I did not feel that this product would be helpful. I have congenital cataracts, and my lens have been taken out, which means I'm aphakic. And usually people who have that condition, the more light, the better, regardless of what type of light it is, whether it's incandescent, fluorescent, or whatever. I have found that the more light has been helpful. I even have a more light here in my office with some things that have been done recently, but upon placing the first thing that I did under the better vision lamp, I was greatly surprised. I was shocked at how it just helped. I guess there's no other way to describe it, is that the print sort of just jumped out to me. I don't know how it's done, but there just seemed to, it's not even greater contrast or anything of that nature, but I was just able to see what appeared on the page, and of course as I started writing, I could just see it much more clearly.
Here are some last words from Justine.
Another thing that I liked about the Better Vision lamp is that it's a neutral color, and because I'm a college student, I live in an apartment with roommates, and it really goes well with my apartment, and it goes well with my room decor, and I really like that it's portable and I can move it from the living room to my room or to the kitchen table to do work, and I like the look of it, and it's really very useful.
Hopefully you've learned some useful information about the Lighting Guide Kit during the last 20 minutes. For more information about the Lighting Guide Kit and the Better Vision lamp, go to http://shop.aph.org or call 1-800-223-1839. Thank you to the Jones family, Alicia, Maria, and Kenny; Justine Spencer; Elaine Kitchel, project leader for the Lighting Guide Kit; the Kentucky School for the Blind; advisors, Janie Blome, Scott Blome, Bob Rasher, Maria Delgado, Will Evans, Elaine Kitchel; producer, Sandy Baker; video editing and production, Bissig Impact Group.